Welcome, and thank you for joining this California statewide emergency preparedness training called Listos. My name is Jennifer Ponce, and I am your Office of Emergency Services Coordinator for the City of Morgan Hill. This training will be presented in both English and Spanish. Both can be found on the City of Morgan Hill's YouTube channel. This training can help you and your family prepare for the next sudden disaster. The companion ready guide for this program can be found online by searching Disaster Ready Guide Listos, California. Let's get started. For the next few minutes, you will learn 5 simple steps to help get ready for a disaster. Together, we will make a difference in the Morgan Hill community by becoming prepared. Here's what you will learn. Number 1. How to get emergency alerting information that will instruct you what to do in a large-scale emergency or disaster. Number 2, how to make a plan to protect yourself and your family. Number 3, how to pack a go bag with things you may need. Number 4, how to build a stay box for when you can't leave. And lastly, number 5, help friends and neighbors get ready. Your first step to getting ready is knowing what risks we have in Morgan Hill and how to receive alerts to stay informed when a disaster strikes. In Morgan Hill, we are at risk for earthquakes, wildland fires, communication and power outages, floods, heat and cold weather events, and more that we cannot predict. We recommend signing up online for our emergency alert system at alertscc.org. You can register to receive Spanish or English alerts. After you have registered, you will automatically receive all alerts from Morgan Hill, and they will be sent directly to your phone or email. To register, visit the website alertscc.org. And if you need help registering, feel free to contact me. I'll give you my email at the end of this presentation. You can also register to receive early earthquake warnings by downloading the MyShake app on the Apple Store or on Google Play. Immediately following a large-scale emergency, you will be able to get information from several news sources, such as local TV and radio news broadcasts. Search for those local channels that carry emergency information. Some channels in our local area include KCBS AM radio, located on the radio dial at 740, and television channels KSBW out of the Salinas area and KNTV, which is broadcast in San Jose. Your second step is to create a plan to protect your family. Create a contact list using the very simple forms in the Disaster Ready Guide, or you can simply use a piece of paper to write down your plan. Ask yourself the following questions and then write the answers down. Who would you want to contact during an emergency? For example, your family, neighbors, friends, or caregivers. Write down their names, home address, phone numbers, and email address. You can use the template pictured in this slide to help get you started. It's in the Disaster Ready Guide. Pick a family member or friend who lives outside the area who wouldn't be affected by your local disaster. This is the person you and your family can check in with to say that you are safe, and they then can share the information with others. You also need to discuss with your family about how you would evacuate and where you would meet if the emergency demanded it. Select a local area in the event of, for example, a house fire. It may be as simple as meeting at the street light across the street. In the event of a major disaster, where would you meet and what are a couple of ways to get there if one of the paths is blocked? This area would be away from the emergency. Remember that you won't know what the disaster will be or when or where it will strike. So your evacuation and meetup plans need to consider that you might be somewhere else. So plan for multiple solutions. And always listen to local authorities for the safest routes and follow any instructions given by law enforcement. The third step is packing a go bag of things you may need. Most disasters are unexpected and happen fast. Pack up important items now so you and your family will have what you need when there's an emergency and if you need to leave your home. Pack things for each member of your household. Take the time to think about what you, your family members, and your pets would need if you had 15 minutes of notice to leave your home. Some things will be everyday items, like your wallet and cell phone, that you can't pack ahead. For those items, make a list so that you won't forget. There are many items that you could gather now. Some examples to packing your go bags are identification and passports, important papers such as insurance documents, deeds, and titles, photos of family members and pets, cash in small bills of $1 bills and $5 bills, maps of your local area and the region, medications list with everyone in your household's prescriptions and other important medical information, the Disaster Ready Guide with your completed Connect and Protect list and local resource directory. The fourth step is building a stay box for when you can't leave your home. In some disasters, you may be safest staying at home. Prepare for at least 3 days without water or electricity. Save up a little at a time until you have enough for everyone in your household to get by. Remember to pack items for any pets as well. Examples of things to pack now would be water. Save up to 3 gallons per person for drinking and washing. Food. Set aside foods that won't spoil and require no cooking. You know best what you and your family like to eat. Trash bags. Set aside extra plastic bags with ties to use in a bucket as a toilet. Don't forget the toilet paper. Keep a flashlight or portable radio. Keep it someplace easy to find. There are likely other items that you will want to have on hand. Talk with your family and build your stay box over time. Last but not least, the fifth step is helping your friends and neighbors get ready. In large emergencies, firefighters and paramedics cannot help everyone in need right away. We must be ready to help ourselves and those around us who might be less able to help themselves during a disaster. Also, make a point to check in with one another. Think about your neighbors and friends who might have special needs. Who is someone you know who might need a little extra help to keep themselves safe through a disaster? It may be someone who has a physical or mental disability, or someone with limited mobility, such as a senior. There are lots of reasons people might have difficult time preparing for or taking action when a disaster strikes. Almost all of us know someone who could use a little help. Taking simple steps now to help them prepare could make a big difference during an emergency. There are many resources available to you and our community. You can start helping each other by sharing what you have learned here in this workshop. Share the Disaster Ready Guide, which is a companion to this presentation, with your friends and family and ask them to complete the steps that we have gone over today. An additional resource is Morgan Hill's Office of Emergency Services Do One Thing website. It provides different simple video subjects that you can accomplish each month to better prepare for emergencies. All of these resources can be obtained at Morgan Hill's Office of Emergency Services section within the city's website. Start spreading the word today with your friends and neighbors about disaster preparedness. For more information or how to schedule an in-person Listos training in Morgan Hill, contact me either by email or give me a phone call. Thank you for joining us today. Your family, friends, and even pets may rely on you in an emergency. By choosing to participate, you have already made this community stronger.